Hey everyone, and welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of psychology. You know, the human mind is an incredible thing. It's capable of amazing feats, but it can also play some pretty crazy tricks on us. Get ready to have your mind blown with these 10 incredible psychology facts. You might think you know yourself and how your mind works, but trust me, some of these things are going to really surprise you. So buckle up, get ready, and let's get into it. Now let's talk about the placebo effect. You see somebody with a sugar pill and they swear it cured their ailment. You think, what in the world is going on here? Well, it's not just their imagination. Believing in a treatment can actually trigger real physical changes in the body. It's like your mind is saying this is going to work and your body gets on board. It's proof that our thoughts have a powerful impact on our well-being. I've seen this happen time and time again in my practice, and it never ceases to amaze me. Now, have you all ever felt this weird discomfort when you're holding on to two conflicting beliefs? That's called cognitive dissonance. Let's say you love the environment, right? But then you realize your favorite brand of shoes leaves a huge carbon footprint. See, that creates dissonance. It's like this internal struggle, and your mind wants to resolve it. So you might convince yourself that it's not a big deal, or you might switch brands. The point is, we don't like feeling conflicted. So we often find ways to justify our actions and beliefs, even if it means twisting things a bit. Now, we've all heard the saying, don't judge a book by its cover, right? But it's easier said than done. The halo effect is this tendency to let our overall impression of someone influence how we see their character. Let's say you meet someone who's attractive and well-spoken. You might automatically assume they're also intelligent, kind, and trustworthy, even if you have no evidence to support that. It's like that positive first impression creates a halo around them, making it hard to see their flaws. Confirmation bias. Seeing what you want to see. Listen, we all have our own biases, right? We tend to favor information that confirms what we already believe, even if it's wrong. That's confirmation bias in a nutshell. If you're convinced that a certain political party is corrupt, you're more likely to seek out news stories that support that view and ignore anything that contradicts it. It's like we're wearing these blinders, filtering out anything that doesn't fit our narrative. The bystander effect, diffusion of responsibility. Now, this next one's a tough one. The bystander effect is this scary phenomenon where people are less likely to help someone in need when other people are around. It's like the responsibility gets diffused among the group, and everyone assumes someone else will step up. You see someone get hurt in a crowded street and you think, surely someone else has already called for help. But what if everyone's thinking the same thing? It's a chilling reminder that we need to be aware of this tendency and make a conscious effort to help when we see someone in trouble. Social proof, following the herd. You ever notice how people tend to follow the crowd? That's social proof at work. We look to others for cues on how to behave, especially in unfamiliar situations. Think about it. If you're walking down the street and see a bunch of people looking up at the sky, you're probably going to look up too, right? You figure they must have seen something interesting, so you don't want to miss out. It's a survival instinct, but it can also lead us astray. The Dunning-Kruger effect, overconfidence bias. This one's a real humdinger. The Dunning-Kruger effect describes this tendency for incompetent people to overestimate their abilities. They're so clueless, they don't even know how clueless they are. It's like those folks who audition for singing competitions thinking they're the next big thing, when in reality they can't carry a tune in a bucket. It's a recipe for disaster, folks. The Pygmalion effect, raising expectations, raising performance. Now, on the flip side, we have the Pygmalion effect. This is where having high expectations of someone can actually lead to improved performance. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe in someone and communicate those expectations clearly, they are more likely to rise to the occasion. A teacher who believes in their students' potential can inspire them to achieve great things. The paradox of choice, too many options, too little time. We live in a world of endless choices, right? But here's the catch. Too many options can lead to anxiety and decision paralysis. Think about going to the grocery store and being overwhelmed by the sheer number of cereal brands. It's enough to make your head spin. Sometimes having fewer choices can actually make us happier and more satisfied with our decisions. The mere exposure effect, familiarity breeds fondness. Ever notice how you start to like a song more after you've heard it a few times? That's the mere exposure effect. Simply being exposed to something repeatedly can increase our liking for it, even if it's something we wouldn't normally be drawn to. It's like that old saying, familiarity breeds fondness. Advertisers use this to their advantage all the time, bombarding us with ads until their product becomes ingrained in our minds. That's all, folks. Well, folks, that's it for our 10 mind-blowing psychology facts. I hope you learned something new today about the amazing and sometimes baffling ways our minds work. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. Which psychology fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below.